and welcome to my channel. So this is my killer kit video for my April Like Forever kit, and then I'll show you the kit items first, and then I will show you the items I still have from my stash. But first off, I have 3 full sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock. I don't use cardstock much, though I have used 1 sheet from this kit, but this will go into my stash. I don't have much coloured cardstock, but occasionally I do need it. So this will get used by me or my daughter, I'm sure. And then papers wise, I have quite a few scraps. So I did find this kit really hard to use, to be honest. I love the colours, I love the kit, but I did find it quite hard to scrap with. However, I have done quite a bit of a dint in the paper. It looks like there's quite a lot here, but I have made some good headway in it. You will find on my channel how I did use up the last of the main bits of paper doing 3 by 4 cards. I still have things like the branding strips as well. I'm not going to pressure myself to try and use these up now, so these will just go, and I will move on to the next kit. So that's those. The sticker sheet has had quite a bit of a beating, so there's a couple of the cactuses left which I can't see myself using, a chevron, a couple of little hearts, and these which I don't tend to use banners, so I found these even as diamonds a little bit hard to use as well. What I'll probably do is keep this about in the hope of using up the last little hearts, or maybe I'll cut them out and then I probably will just pass the rest on to my daughter. So that's those. The acrylic shapes are gorgeous. I have 1 left, so I'm going to keep this out in the hope of using that soon. Otherwise it seems a bit pointless to put the whole packet back in my stash. The sticker pack, I have some of the gold accents left. I have a few of the banners. I actually have all the label stickers left, which surprises me. I have quite a few of the alphabets left as well, so they'll probably just go into my alphabet stash for as and when. And then I do have some of the cut aparts from the cut apart sheet still left. These will go with the 3 by 4 cards that I've created, and I'll get them used up in the album for my niece and nephew. And then otherwise these are the other kit bits. So I do still have the flare. I'm not a big user of flare, so I do find them hard. I find them a bit two-dimensional, so I'm unsure as to what I'll do with these yet. And then embellishments wise, I don't have many from the die cut pack, so I mainly have the numbers that again probably stay about, probably go in my gold embellishment box. I have a couple of hearts I've punched out of paper. I have this big heart which I'll probably pass on to my daughter, a couple of cactus and some more numbers and a little embellishment I made. So a few of those bits will go into my stash, a few will go to my daughter, but overall for a kit that I found it very hard to create with, I think I've done pretty well getting rid of what I could. Okay, so these are some of the bits I have left from my stash. So I still have, of course, my letter thickers, of which I did use a few, and then I have my gold words, which again I've used a few of those, so those will just go back into my stash. As will these green ones. I did use some of these. I don't have many green stickers, so while they're not my favourites, they are suitable for green. And then I didn't use these at all, but these will just go back into my stash for another day. Otherwise, I still have some doilies. I did use at least 1, maybe 2 on the layouts, but they'll go into my regular stash again. And then bits wise, I got through a few bits. I got a few of these Heidi Swapp words used, so I've got a couple of those on a few different bits, so that's good. I didn't use these little letters. To be honest, these are probably, I'm just probably going to give these to my daughter. They've been in my stash for far too long anyway, so I'll put them for her. I've got this little glassine bag still. I'm going to keep that in my stash for whenever I do need some sort of label. And then I used a couple of the green labels, not a huge amount. I did manage to use up some other bits from my stash though, some of the acrylic words, I used one of these, so that all helps. But otherwise these will just go back into my coloured embellishment stash boxes according to colour. So we've got some green and some pink, and yeah, that's a few bits down, so I'm quite happy with that. The main idea is to use the kit, of course, but any extra bits that will go will all help. So I'll pop all this back into my stash and have a look at my video and see what I managed to create with all this lot. Thanks for watching.